Okay, dear students, we'll start the class. I hope you had a nice lunch. So
Yes, sir.
some, yes, some of you are ready to sleep this side and that side. I know. Hmm? So anyhow, since you are had a nice lunch, we can have a nice talk about the today's topic. This interesting based upon the pricing effect because at present the political issues are going around the vaccine pricing. What is the price of the vaccine and the COVID vaccines? They are telling about Covishield, Covaxin, Sputnik 5, all these things are coming. So every day you are seeing, even every hour you are seeing in television, what will be the price. There are more zigzags in the price of the COVID vaccine. So that is the time we are going to discuss about the international pricing because in case of COVID vaccination also the raw materials are coming from outside. In case of Sputnik, it is coming from Russia. I think within 2 days we are going to get the vaccine from Russia, that is Sputnik 5. And for the Covishield, we need the raw material from US, and recently US government agreed for the raw material supply, and they are also sending some of the basic thing to manufacture the COVID vaccine. So there is some suspense around everybody that what will be the pricing of this COVID. So that is the time in which we are going to discuss about the international pricing strategy. So let us see the news heading. I think you know these two persons. One person is related to the Covishield, another person is related to Covaxin. How much both Serum Institute and Bharat Biotech jack up the prices? It is the news going on everywhere. Even though in this cut newspaper it is mentioned April 20th, even now the prices are saying that somebody is saying free, somebody is saying it will go up to 1,500, 600 range, 450, more things. And here the news is the prices are increased, so it may range from 1,000 to 2,000 rupees. So basically, these two persons are going to be rich. We may not know, or whether these rich people are going to sell for the break even. So that is the co-vaccine prices. And there are a number of debates are going for the vaccine prices. Of course, in this platform, we should not discuss about all these issues because we are strictly with the academic side. So, however, we are discussing the price. You can see in the previous slide, the organization quoted that it may go up to 1,000 to 2,000, but state government is going to ask for 400 rupees and central government is going to fix 150 rupees. You can see, then nobody knows what is the cost of that one, how much they are going to charge. Even though the central government subsidy is given for these two organizations, they have to import the medicines, that is essential raw materials, they have to import, and based upon that, they have to fix the price. And what will be the price? Still, there's a question. And that's a lack of transparency among them because these are all the very critical issues. And during this pandemic time, the pricing is very, very sensitive. It may affect the reputation of the government, or some cases it may affect the reputation of the organization. So a highly sensitive issue is going on with the pricing. Wherever it may be, this will be like that. Only for that purpose, the government clearly mentioned that they are not going to charge any taxes, including customs, if it is imported. See that one, how the pricing has changed because of one pandemic. The entire pricing policy is changing in India. So after cutting the customs duty, what will be the price? They are thinking import restrictions. All this has been withdrawn now. Even then, the organizations are finding very difficult to fix the price. And the Covishield, which is given by the AstraZeneca vaccine, they mentioned that the international pricing will be between $3 to $11 per dose. But in case of India, the government organizations, so far they have vaccinated at free of cost for those who are having the 45 plus age group. And if you are going for private, they are going to charge what they mentioned. India, they used to charge minimum $2 per dose. That is, it is mentioned in dollar term. Comes around 250 rupees. And in the same time, the Bharat Biotech for the Covaxin, what they are mentioning, their price is going to range between $15 to $20 in international pricing. And they used to mention that people are ready to spend around $10 for RT-PCR test. Then why can't they can pay to $10 per dose? $10 means it is equivalent to minimum 700 rupees. See that one, how this price is going on. And in the last paragraph, you can see in January, the government agreed to price 295 per dose for Covaxin and for Covishield 200 rupees per dose. But finally, they brought down to 150 rupees per dose. See that one, how far this pricing is very sensitive. Since we are living in a pandemic situation now, the price is having the more effect. That is why you are studying. Even in this example, you can see they are going to charge from minimum $11. And their expectation is, why can't a person can ready to go for minimum $11 for the COVID? But even then, they are ready to sell for 150 rupees finally. These are all the issues in the pricing. Once, if anything goes abnormal, the pricing will be very sensitive one, especially in the present time of this type of pandemic time. Same time, in case of business also. Not only in pharmaceutical business. We have discussed the pharmaceutical business, how far the price effect is going on. It is increasing, decreasing, and they are unable to take decision. If you are a marketing manager of Covishield or Covaxin, what will be your decision based upon this pricing? That is quite interesting. So in this juncture, we are discussing about the international pricing, how far the price will be fixed in global manner for any organization. That is the quite interesting thing they have mentioned. Usually, as per the economics, they used to tell that the purchase power is the very important thing. International pricing, it refers to the value of the product which a country is ready to accept, not the amount in which the organization is ready to sell. See that one. That is why international pricing definition is clear. It is the value for the product by which a country is to or ready to buy. If a country is ready to buy for a particular value, then that is the price. In case of India, we have discussed for this Covishield and Covaxin for 45 age plus they fixed 150 rupees finally. Even though it is $10, $15, but here government fixed for 150 rupees. That is the purchasing power of Indians. Of course, the government has given some subsidy to those organizations, but they are clearly telling, whenever you are going to a country, whenever you are going to sell a product to the country, you must know what is the value of the product in that country, how much price that country people is ready to give. In the first discussion, you might have seen in the same example of Covaxin and Covishield, the manufacturers are asking. People are going for $110 for taking the RT-PCR test. Why can't they can pay $10 for the vaccination? Even today's example I discussed with our Alison, he paid around 1,900 rupees for RT-PCR test to travel in the flight. Same thing, that is the purchasing power of Alison. Same thing, that person is asking for the public. Why can't a person is ready to pay 1,900 rupees for the RT-PCR test? Why can't they can pay same amount for vaccination? That is the thing. So, but our purchasing power in India is not like that. If any medicine is coming, we have to accept. We have to fix the price, which is affordable by all. That is the purchasing power of the Indians. In previous example, we have discussed about even the McDonald's burger, as well as we have discussed about the coffee, how these prices are fixed. And they are fixing in a different manner. They are also seeing what will be the value for the product in particular country. In case of India, the McDonald's burger, it may go up to 250 rupees. That's all. That is the maximum value an Indian can buy a burger. He won't afford for buying a burger by paying minimum 600 rupees. If McD fix a price of 600 rupees in India, they can't sell the burger. Even though it is having a creamy layer of customers, they are fixing the price based upon this purchasing power. In our Jonah example, Jonah purchasing power may be high. Alison purchasing power will be high. And Avinash purchasing power will be high. But we have to see the entire population. What is the purchasing power? This purchasing power only decides the price in global level. That you must know. That is the concept of the international pricing. So in pricing theory, you must know how we can change the price, whether we can go for a flexible prices. Same thing in case of Covaxin, you might have seen the flexible pricing, more flexible. Recent argument in last 2 days, I noticed that in case of state government, they are going to fix one price. Central government, they are going to fix one price. And for private persons, the price will be different. So what is the price finally? That is very important. How these people are balancing in different countries. So the price should set the value for international markets. That is what it is, purely based upon the tariffs, the cost, attitude, competition. A very important thing is currency also, currency fluctuations. Based upon the currency, we have to fix the price, because now Indian currency is moving down because of the second wave. So they will think about the currency value when we are pricing. That is why in case of pricing strategies, what is the price your product affordable? Whether the persons in particular country is affordable to pay. In case of US, it is not like that. Even if you buy a pen, it costs around $4. $4 means minimum 280 rupees in case of India. But in case of India, whether you can fix a price of 280 rupees, nobody will buy. They may even buy the Parker pen, but they won't buy any regional pens for 280 rupees. Nobody will buy. In case of US, you can see I have seen in the pricing sheets. Is there any pen which is less than the price of $1? We can't see. Even in case of Singapore, I noticed it. Even I went to $1 shop and $2 shops, where I used to find out how many pence they are going to give for $1 or $2. It's just a single pen. A Singapore dollar cost around 60 to 65 rupees. But in case of India, you can see what is the price you are paying for a pen, purchasing a pen. There is affordability. You are not taking risk about the pen. Chandani is here. Chandani, how much you will ready to pay for a pen? What happened? Chandani is not there. Then Joshua will tell. Joshua, how much you will ready to pay for a pen in India? What happened? Clinton? Clinton. Wow. Then we'll ask Vinay. Vinay? What two Vinays are there? What? No response. Cynthia?
Yes, sir.
Vinay is there. Vinay, how much you will ready to pay for a pen in India?
For what, sir?
If you want to buy a pen, okay, how much you are ready to pay? You want to buy this pen? Are you able to see this pen?
Yes.
A normal pen only, don't worry. Anyhow, this is very costly.
And
How much you are ready to pay?
25 to 30, sir.
30 rupees.
Yeah.
Oh, you are ready to pay. You are a big millionaire then. 30 rupees. But I will buy only for just 5 rupees. Because that is the affordability. We are using the pen regularly. How do you make use and throw? So Vinay is having the affordability of 30 rupees. Whereas our Vijay Krishna, you are there?
Yes,
Yes, Vijay Krishna. How much you are ready
sir.
to afford to buy a pen? You want to
25.
buy 25 rupees. Okay,
25.
good. 25. Okay, good. Cynthia, how much you are ready to pay for buying a pen?
10 rupees, sir.
10 rupees. Okay, good. Jonah,
2 rupees, sir.
2 rupees. Okay, good. So you can see this is the purchasing power. All are going to write. But you can see our Vinay is going to pay 30 rupees. Our Jonah is ready to pay 2 rupees. All the pens are we are using for writing, and we are not going to maintain in the boxes. Use and throw only. So in case of Indian situation, the purchasing power of the pen is simple. It won't cost 25 rupees. So in case of US, they can't fix even $1 for pen in India. It is affordable in US, but it is not affordable in India. That is the product affordable. Then is this price an attractive value? Some cases, the attractive value is very important. If it is attractive, then only they will buy. They are ready to pay for huge money. Assume that it is having a good quality. That's what today's case we are going to discuss about the Harley Davidson example. How much you are ready to pay for the Harley Davidson? My Clinton, are you there? Clinton? One Clinton. Okay, our Joshua. Both are not there. Okay, we'll ask our Yabin Benny. What happened?
Pushka.
Yes, Alison is ready to turn.
Yes, sir.
Alison, how much you will pay for a Harley Davidson bike?
Sir, 4 to 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs around.
10
5
lakhs.
to 10 lakhs, yes, sir.
5 to 10 lakhs. Good. See that one. That is the brand value. Alison is ready to buy that one. 10 lakh rupees. At the same time, Alison is not ready to buy a bike less than 5 lakh rupees. It is waste. That is the brand value of Harley Davidson. If Alison is buying and taking a ride from Jaipur Palace to Ajmer Palace, then only it will come. That is the thing, prestige issue. That is essential because by this age he has to do. After obtaining my age, he can't do that one. That is how Alison is going to create a brand value for Harley Davidson as well as for him. See that one, the price attractive value. Then the market demand. Whether the demand is high, whether it is elastic or inelastic. That we have to see. Some of the product it is very easily available, but some of the product you won't get, even though you are thinking about the product. Jonah is sitting in home and Jonah is thinking about Starbucks coffee. Due to lockdown, the Starbucks coffee cafe has been closed. But Jonah is thinking, she need Starbucks coffee. How much she is ready to pay? What is the demand? She can order in Swiggy, but Swiggy is not ready to deliver the Starbucks coffee. They used to find out only the demand. What is the demand? Demand is very important thing in case of international marketing also. Suddenly, I came to know that even in case of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, there's a huge demand for green sarees once. I think 3 years back. Suddenly, I don't know why this green color is having such attraction. Some persons mentioned that green color should be given to sisters as well as mothers. Then only you will have a peaceful life. You know, somebody mentioned unwantedly in social media. It was spreading. And most of the shops in Bangalore, they are ready to sell green sarees. How much the demand suddenly increased for the green colored sarees. It is quite common how they used to create an artificial demand and make the product as elastic. Now, you know, the oxygen demand in India. When the government is saying there is no oxygen shortage, but private people are saying that there's a severe oxygen shortage. So the demand for O2 oxygen is increasing. So the price will depends upon that one. I came to know that even that remdesivir as well as the oxygen, in case of Delhi, they are selling for one oxygen cylinder for 20,000 rupees. How far they are cheating the people and making money out of this pandemic period. Whether it is ethical or unethical, but you can see how far the demand is very important. If there is a demand, definitely the price is going to be more and they tend to sell more. But in humanitarian ground, it is different. Same O2, today our government is importing from Singapore and some of the factories they are going to open, even from US they are going to import. And from Germany, they are importing some of the oxygen meters, everything. So in such case, the price will be less, even though there's a huge demand. But on humanitarian ground, some of the countries are sending back to India. So these are all the strategies you must know when we are moving towards the global, in addition to the regular pricing system. Usually the political factor. We will see the Trump effect, how far the Trump effect increase and decrease the price of Harley Davidson. And next our story, we are going to discuss that one also. Political factor. Suddenly, Indian government will increase the import duty for Harley Davidson. So the price of the Harley Davidson increased. The Trump directly criticized the Indian government. That is the political factor. Economic factor, the purchasing power. What is the power? How much you are willing to buy? Social factors, that is the prestige issue. If Jonah purchasing a dress, nice dress in Chennai, and if she is coming to Bangalore, no, Cynthia and Ujjaini won't respect Jonah because they know Jonah might have purchased somewhere. But if Jonah is coming with the Reliance Trends dresses, a nicely attractive one, then her right and left hand, Ujjaini and Cynthia will accept because that is the social factor. Jonah has to change according to the needs of Cynthia as well as Ujjaini. Is it correct, Ujjaini? Jonah?
Yes, sir.
Good. See that one. That is very important thing. That is the social factor. That is very important thing. That's what I told. If our Alison purchased the Harley Davidson bike, he has to first take a ride from Jaipur Palace to Ajmer Palace. And you should have one round. That is important thing. Even though some of us think that it is waste, but in my opinion, it is not like that. It is essential in the present world. That is the social factor. That's why we are buying the bike. We have to create an impact of that one. That is the social image. Today, Naveen posted in nicely in Facebook. That is the social factor. He mentioned he purchased the nice specs. And you can see the image in the Facebook nicely. It is essential. Then only we will know, okay, Naveen is having something. That is the value from the society what Naveen is going to gain. If he is not posting in Instagram or in case of Facebook, nobody knows. In case of social factor, the pricing depends upon the societal value. How much the brand value is increasing for Naveen today. That is important thing. Then only the technology factor, especially in case of electronic items or in cell phone, the gadgets. How far the technology is playing, especially for taking a video shoots. Our Vijay Krishna may know how much he is ready to pay high-end camera with minimum 50 megapixel. I don't know whether the 50 megapixel camera is available or not. Usually we will have 12 to 24, but a big megapixel camera is available. Then Vijay Krishna is moving towards that one. That is the technological factor, especially in case of electronic items. The factor which is influencing, it is depending upon the technology used in that one, whatever the brand name. Even in case of buying this type of laptops, you can say the technology is playing the role. Immediately they are asking, what is the chip inside? What is the size of RAM? That is the technology factor which will drive, but we can't open and see immediately. But anyhow, we are having some sort of affection towards that one. So how far this factor is creating the price value, that is important. Our Jonah can buy a new wristwatch, I think, connecting with his mobile phone, everything. If the technology is good, Jonah is ready to buy, she is ready to pay even 40,000 for a wristwatch. But At the same time, if she thinking about the ordinary watch like this, that is Titan, she is not ready to pay because these watches will give time. That's all. But Jonah needs something new. That is how the technology is playing that one. So you can see some other factors are also there. The exchange rate, inflation, trade cycle. These are all some other factors. So in case of global level, how the pricing has been structured. First, you can see the bottom of the pyramid. In the bottom of the pyramid, it starts with the value creation. There is need for some sort of value. Otherwise, you can't buy. Nobody is ready to pay anything. Maybe an economic value or offering design or some segmentation value. When the MACD introduced first time in case of India in New Delhi, most of them assume that it is a high-end organization. But once if you go to US, you may know MACD has been ranked number 3rd level, not in the 1st level. That is the thing. The value offered for India is high for MACD. What people think like that. But in case of US, it is not like that. Even in case of Atlanta, I came to know that traveling by train, we decided to go by train in US, one place nearby Atlanta, you know about the Coke. When we are informing to their colleagues, we have to travel by train, they are seeing us in a different manner. Oh, you are from Indians. Here, there is one system. Usually, equivalent to beggars will travel in train. See that one. I'm terribly shocked how far the discrimination system in US is working. You can use the car. You can travel within 1 hour time. Train means it takes 2 hours. Even though train running time is 40 minutes, you have to go to railway station. And once again, you have to pick up a car and go. Instead of that one, you can drive your car and go. See the value creation there, discriminating in value. But in case of India, you won't think like that. If Jonah is to travel to Chennai, what is the mode she will use? Jonah, whether you will use train or bus or flight?
Right now, train, sir.
Train, good. Because no bus services are available today.
No buses.
Yes, you can see that is the value, offering value. We'll train. At the same time, Jonah is in US, same distance between Bangalore to Chennai. Jonah won't travel in train. If Jonah is in that, she'll tell, no problem, I will drive my own car. Or she may tell that I will fly. That is the thing. If same Jonah is in Bangalore, her value is different. If same Jonah is in case of US, the value will be different. That depends upon the geographical location. See that one, even in my view, when I go to my native place, even I found of going by the cycle. But in case of Bangalore, I won't drive in cycle. Because the value given by the Bangalore, but of course, here I can't even use the car because of the parking facilities. The value creation is different. Then only the price structure will come. Then the value for communication. Oh, our mark is there, good. The how far they are
Yes, sir, I'm
create
there, sir.
a good mark. So the value communication is very nice thing. Even in our mark, you can see, suddenly he is communicating. That means we are able to judge that there's a person called Mark, a good person, nice person, is listening clearly. That is the mark value creating through the communication media. Usually it is based upon the advertisement. If Mark, favorite actor. Who is your favorite actor, Mark?
Ajit sir.
Oh, Ajit. Okay. If Ajit is telling about one product, Mark is having automatically, oh, Ajit mentioned everything. The Chala mentioned everything. So we had to go for buying the product. That is how the communication, value communication is creating the pricing effect. You can see in last month voting, the Ajit and her wife came for voting. Immediately it creates in the social media. I think our Mark might have seen that one. Immediately the social media picked that photo. Ajit with, I think, Shalini. Is it correct, Mark?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
They came for voting immediately, and there are some issues. And immediately everybody taken a nice video, and Ajit taken some phone from somebody else. Then he returned back. See that one, how the social media is projecting that one. That are also very important thing. If a person is coming going out, some sort of social communication is necessary. Otherwise, we may forget the Ajit. So the value communication. Next, only the negotiation. Usually, the negotiation is going on in case of Covaxin and Covishield. You are seeing in live. Once all these things are over, then only we are able to set the price. Simply speaking, first you have to see the purchasing power. Then what will be the existing competitors' price there? After that, how far our product is creating the value in social media. Then the negotiation. After this thing only, we are able to fix the price in global international pricing. That is why here is an example of the burger, what we have discussed, I think, one day in the class, the Big Mac, McD burger. How the pricing is going on, it is based upon the US dollar. You can see in Switzerland, the Big Mac, that is the burger costs 6.7 in US dollars. And think how much it comes. 70 rupees multiplied by 6.71. That is the price in Switzerland. Even in case of United States, US, 5.67 US dollar per Big Mac. But whether we are able to offer such a huge amount, 5.67, very tough. But you can see India, it is just maximum of 2.65. That is, it will come within 200 rupees. But you can see the price in US, how much they are ready to pay. That is more than 1,000 rupees. Even in United Kingdom, London, 4.41. But McDonald's is having the same strategy, what we have discussed. But the pricing is different. That is the price adoption strategy. They are following the standardization policy for pricing, but the prices are different. Maybe due to the purchasing power, the foreign exchange. Another important thing, the social currency. What it is available in the social media. Sometimes we came to know once upon a time in Kerala, there was some agitation against Pepsi. All the persons who are holding the Pepsi bottles, they are unable to sell. They were unable to sell in those days. I think you know about that one. Somebody from Kerala knows that one. Rohan is here. Rohan, you know that situation in Kerala when the Pepsi was banned?
Sir, not sure, sir.
Not sure. By that time you were kid. Okay, good. So something in Kerala it was banned by the government itself. But now it is not like that. So there is the political pressure. Likewise, you can see the Big Mac index, how far they are valuing the price. You can see based upon the foreign currency. US dollar is the basic currency. Switzerland, Norway ranks more than the US dollar, whereas other currency are less value compared with the US dollar. That is what, in case of McDonald's burger, they are saying that it is undervalued. We are saying that McD is charging high, but according to the McD strategy, except US, Norway, and Swiss, all the other countries, the McD burger is undervalued, including European countries. British pound, you can see. So, how this McD is fixing the price, we already discussed. That is the purchasing power parity theory. How much you are able to pay. In case of India, they can't go for maximum value. This is the maximum limit. So in case of India, they need a burger to this level only. It should not exceed 200 rupees. That is the purchasing power. Same thing what we have discussed in case of Starbucks on the other day. What will be the price of Starbucks? It is very cheaper in Turkey because Turkey is famous for the coffee. They are getting all the raw materials from Turkey only. Turkey coffee is very, very famous. Followed by South American countries, then Australia, even India. But in case of United States, it is very, very high. It is equivalent to $4.30. Denmark, it is $6. You can see the variations in the pricing. We can't fix a single price. But here, Turkey, why it is very cheap? Because the raw materials are available. The Starbucks quality standard is there. All the quality standard product of raw materials are available in Turkey. Whereas to other countries, they are exporting from Turkey. See that one, that is one. If Turkey banned anything, then the price in all these countries will be affected. That is quite interesting. Another thing in case of Turkey, since coffee is considered as the main product, there is no tax. Likewise, in case of KFC. What, Eugenie, you are thinking about going to KFC today? But I think you can't go. Eugenie? Okay, our Eugenie and Cynthia, they are discussing about the KFC now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. You can see that one. How many KFC original 15 piece buckets you can purchase up to $100? You know about the bucket biryani, the bucketing system in case of KFC. If you are having doubt, you can ask Jenny. She knows how they used to create the nice buckets. So in case of US dollar, if you want to buy, you can get maximum 5 buckets. Whereas in case of South African countries, 9 you will go for. See that one. In Zambia, 8, Egypt, 7, Ghana, there is all these South African countries. The price is very, very cheap compared to US. Whereas in case of now, you can see Angola, Morocco, Zimbabwe, also same thing. In some of the countries, it is priced high. 3 means it is priced high. 9 means it is priced less. See that one. This is the value affordable for the KFC product. They are expecting such thing. Here we can't go against this rule. That is the problem. Even the Coke price, you can see. In case of Coke price, it is in US dollar. What is the price of the Coke tin? Australia, it comes around 2.92, highly paid because most of the Coke product essential, they are sending from other countries to Australia. In case of Australia, they are having only bottling units. They are mixing and manufacturing. That's all. Neighboring country, New Zealand also. Another thing, in case of Australia, the taxes are high. You can see in case of most of the countries, how far the pricing is different. In case of Netherlands, Italy, only it is cheap because they are having the same quantity as well as the quality, so the price will tally. But in countries like Australia, Norway, where they need the bottling plant as well as the tariffs are high, the price will be high. That is why in case of pricing strategies, we are having this thing I think you might have studied in marketing. Usually you'll have the penetration pricing. Penetration pricing means when it is introducing, the price will be less, then it will be increasing. In case of airlines, they used to follow the penetration pricing. Economic pricing, the government will fix based upon the affordability of the customers. Skimming the cream pricing and premium, first at the time of introduction, the price will be high, then only it tends to decrease. Otherwise, you won't believe this is a good product. At the time of introduction, they will fix high prices, but later on the price tends to decrease. This is the same strategy which is followed in global level also. However, here we have to consider the 7 C's. You can see in the diagram also. One of the famous author converted the 7 C's into 7 diagrams. You can see that one. The cost, that is the budget, competitors, customers, culture, channel of distribution. That is how it is moving, then the currency. Finally, the political issues, what they call it as controlled by government. That's what we discussed so far. In case of our COVID vaccine, what is the control by government? How much they are going to pay for US? How much they are going to pay for India? We'll see that one. Channel of distribution is very tough because some of the Covishield or Covaxin, they have to store in the containers, refill containers. That is with less temperature. You can see the place